And from the right of Mold, the face-off. Will go down in the right corner. Craven there trying to chip it back out along the boards, trying to get it out to Tyler Benson. Benson sweeping around, sending it to the far side. And Stagmeyer there waiting for him. But redirected down in the upper left corner. Icing again against the Jets with 4:37 remaining in the game. No score here as yet. Cipriani going to take the face off for the Panthers to the right of Mold, trying to work to the top of the slot. And the Jets defense pushing him to the outside. Puck will go across the face of Mold to the far board. He'll take a shot, another shot from the board. Pad save, covered up by Mold. And Max Morrow exchanging pleasantries with Polera. Morrow trying to celebrate his birthday here, hopefully not in the sin bin. Ziff from the right side of Mold sends this one out. Frazzoli going to send it back. Behind the goal line, down lower right corner here into our blind spot. As the Jets trying to clear this out of the zone finally. It will be nicely working to the inside, and he'll have the puck knocked away from his stick. Made a nice move between two red jerseys, and the Panthers will get the turnover. They will come right back here down to the near side. Frazzoli trying to work from the top of the slot and have it knocked off his stick. Covered up by Connor Mold. Not much of a shot on goal, but just in the area of the Jets netminder. He'll take care of that, hold on to it. And what, 3:53 remaining here in the first. Here at Tim Hortons Iceplex. Actually, having my first Tim Hortons ever. Half chocolate, half coffee. Not bad. Not all the reviews have been good, though. Through center, Tarantino trying to carry it into the zone. It worked to the left of Mold. Defensively, though, Barbieri there to take the path away. Puck loose, far side. Trying to work to the inside through three red jerseys was Wyatt Dilly. As the Jets will set again up in the defensive zone. Panthers on the rush again, moving left to right. Trying to work around the face of Mold defensively, though. No path for him to take. Dab trying to backhand it to the near right corner. They'll back this one off the boards. It will head all the way down ice, and we'll get icing again against the Jets. 2:56 to go here in the first. We are scoreless. Draw to come to the left of Mold here. We are in rink number 2, which is a little bit of a lower level. Definitely not warm as LaChance will take the face off. Better condition than the last time. No water on the floor. My toes aren't freezing. Ethan Bell working it out to the far side. Black was there, kind of lost track of it, and it'll be redirected back down to the right of Mold where Max Morrow will work this up. And through center. It'll be poked back just barely by Atala. Jets will have to chase this one down to the near board and try to get it back out of the zone. On the far side, they'll send this one down the board. Stagmeyer was there. He'll take a bump and a shot from mid-ice. Will be stopped by Young. The Panthers will set up from the upper left corner out to where Ethan Bell will be the only one to recover in his own defensive zone. They'll bring it around the net. Connor Mold. And he'll be forced by Cipriani to try to get this up the board to Lucas Black. Black just dropped passing it for LaChance. LaChance from the left of Young. Ran into three red jerseys. Kept in the zone by Morrow, though. Stagmeyer working around the top of the slot. Takes a shot. Wide right of the cage. Puck sailing to the near side. Looking for somebody in the slot. Nobody there. Morrow taking a shot, trying to get through traffic off the boot of a player. Still loose. Swept to the right of Young. LaChance into the slot. Was looking for Ethan Bell. I think Bell overshot it a little bit. May have been a little too much on that pass. To the far side. To the right of Mold. Trying to take a shot. It was an odd man 3-on-1 rush, and Morrow will return it. Up the boards, trying to get it past Cipriani. Excuse me, that'll be Tarantino. Gamba trying to clear it out of the zone, and it'll be Burrick. Excuse me, that'll be Birdie coming off the bench. They cleared it out, and now Stagmeyer will get the turnover at center. We'll send this one behind the net. LaChance to the right of Young. Trying to find an option. Doris in the slot. Couldn't connect on the pass. LaChance working around the boards. Ian Lagamba tied up in the corner now. And it'll be to the left of Young. Burke tied up by Mason Doris. Trying to loosen up the puck. LaChance will get it. They're working from in front of the net. Morrow at the point. Trying to take the path away, but the Panthers will send this one high to the other side of the ice and down, and Vaughn will reset this from their own defensive zone. Burke sending it the far side to Lagumber, and then back to Burke. Burke working up the near board. The pass will go off of Dan Siff. Siff got it actually redirected to Bell. Bell to the right of Young. Takes the shot. Glove save by Noah Young. 15.7 seconds left here. First period, no score. The Jets will change defensively. And Vaughn will go for the wholesale change. Dan Siff to take the face off. He'll be out with Craven. Nicely. Barbieri and Mason Doris. Panthers will win this one. Try to get it out of the zone, and it'll be kept in nicely by Rossi. Nicely feeding it to Doris. It'll get back on nicely stick. Through the zone. Takes a shot. Gonna go off Patala. And just as the clock expires, took the last shot, went off the left shoulder of Young. And that brings us to the end of one. As Frasoli had a few choice words. For the junior out of Canton High School, Rossi Nicely, and they will head to the bench as we head to the break. We'll step aside for a timeout. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
This is Everett Fitzhugh, the radio voice of the NHL Seattle Kraken, and when I want to catch up with Youngstown sports, I tune in to Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
On flip sides of the ice, Connor Mulvey in the net to our left, Noah Young to our right. We are scoreless here after one. Canton-Akron Jets and the Vaughn Panthers looking to move on as we bring you to semifinals of the Winter Classic here in Rochester, New York. Face off now. Jets will win this one. Stagmeyer holding on to it. He'll be knocked down off the puck. And the Panthers now will have a Frazzoli to the right. Upmold takes a shot over his right shoulder. Nowhere near as Tyler Benson now working from left to right. Have Stagmeyer to his right, but the puck will be redirected back out to center. Panthers actually will have to drip back in their own defensive zone as Burke will send this one out to the blue line and back up to Craven from the far side. Banking this one off the boards. Sending it back down to the right of Young. Rizzoli had it for a moment. He'll be backed up by Cipriani. Puck knocked off the stick. And Craven will send it around the boards to Tyler Benson. Benson with the backhand. Try to feed it over to Sebastian Dabb, but Valera in the way. Lagamba chasing it back down his own defensive zone. Braden LaChance behind him. Lagamba going to switch directions here and head back to center. Trying to get it to Polera. Polera twisted and turned trying to get to it. Now Barbieri high and above. Will go through center out to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer into the zone. Trying to feed it off the pad of the secondary shot by the Jets. Can't get it to go and back out to the blue line. Craven going to drop it down into the circle. Craven back out at the point. He'll take a shot from the right side. Stopped by Young. Back out to Craven. Craven trying to keep it into the zone. He stayed in and wasn't able to keep it in all the way. Jets will have to vacate the zone. Panthers will reset from behind the net of Mold. Dan Siff on the ice. And it'll be Polera trying to get it through center. But Mason Doris there. Doris and Polera with some contact. And to the far side now. Craven going to chip this one up into the Jets bench. And the clock will stop with 12:14 remaining here, second period. Should have the face-off, I believe, right at center. As Birdie. No, it won't be Birdie, and it'll be Dan Siff. They will take the draw for the Canton-Akron Jets. Stefano Tarantino for the Panthers. Not the best face-off I've seen there. Odd drop, but Panthers will have it. Birdie will redirect it, but Balestrino sending it across ice. Gets it Doris. Doris dropping it down to the right of Young. Actually, Young came out to play it. And pushed it to the lower right with his stick. And now they'll battle on the near boards. On the kick plate now to the far side. To the right of Young. Back out to center. And it'll be Balestrino. And Milna's battling for it. Balestrino going to poke it out near the board. Dan Siff there to back him up as well. Down to the near side. Rossi nicely banking this one off the board. And going to get an icing here. Just missed the red line. Shots on goal in the first period. 12 for the Canton-Akron Jets, 6 for the Vaughn Panthers. 11:36 left here, second period. We are scoreless. Mill doesn't take the face off against Sebastian Dabb. Dabb will win this one cleanly. He'll get out to Dilly. Dilly down the far side, chased down by Atala. Atala able to reach in and slow him down. Sebastian Dabb to back him up, though, work to the inside. And sent all the way back down. Icing coming up against the Panthers. .24 on the clock. Jets having a much more difficult time today than they did on Friday with the 6-0 win. Actually, a running clock in the third period. Dabb taking the face-off for the Jets to the right of Noah Young. Siff from the circle, back out to the blue line. Barbieri going to lose it, and that'll be Frizzoli. Frizzoli trying to work to the inside, takes a shot, stopped by Mold. Rebound shot attempted by Polera, but he was going to be cut off by Jack Barbieri. And this one, at least set up into the net, couldn't miss that. Okay, so we'll drop this one to the left of Connor Molda. 11:10 on the clock. Trying to come to the left, it'll be LaChance or Canton-Akron. He'll take this one against Cipriani. Back around the boards, Lucas Black on the ice. He'll try to get this past Atala. And Atala cut off by LaChance. LaChance working to the inside. He'll work to the inside, and it's going to take a shot swallowed up by Noah Young. Good look for the Jets captain, but couldn't get that last move in there. It is cold here in rink 2. Chance again to take the face off to the left of the Panthers netminder, trying to work to the inside. They'll work around the back of the net. Tyler Benson there. He'll send it back out to Barbieri. Barbieri stepping up around the circle and takes a shot from the circle. And no rebound shot. Lucas Black right there. Black going to go down, and I think we're going to have our first penalty of the game as Lucas Black was standing there, and for no apparent reason, took a shove from Frizzoli. He'll go back on his backside, and I believe we're going to have matching penalties here as the official is not entertained. So Frizzoli going to go to the box. We'll see if they're going to send anybody from the Jets. Lucas Black, the victim on that one, will go to the bench for another stick. However, all right, looks like that Frizzoli's going to be the only one to go. Canton-Akron will go to the power play. Bell, Barbieri, LaChance. Oh, okay, we're going to have some changes here. As Dab, Craven, Black, Barbieri, and Benson will be out for the power play. To the left of Young is where they'll drop it. Panthers with the puck, working to the left of the net, right of Mold. Trying to work it around there, looking for the short-handed goal, won't get it. So right back around behind the net. Barbieri will tie this one up. Craven chipping into the corner. Valera had it. Black now on the move through center with some speed. He'll have Dab to his right. 2 red jerseys in front of him. Craven heading, trying to redirect it, couldn't get to it. Back out to Black. Black setting it up, getting it out to the blue line. Benson from the top of the circle. Takes a shot, going to go off the stick of a Panther player, but it will slowly drift back into the Jets' defensive zone as Barbieri will set it up to the right of Connor Mold. Back out to the red line, try to get it to Burrick. Dab will have it down the near board, working to the left of Young. Craven working in front of the net. Black out at the blue line. Tyler Benson with the puck. He'll try to send this one up the boards, and it'll be knocked out. Now is the Panthers with an opportunity here. We'll take a shot off the chest of Connor Mold. Sebastian Dab to the far side. Will return it in the other direction. Dab through center. It'll be poked off his stick by Milnes. Black coming in to separate the puck. He'll get it up to Craven on the near side. Craven right in front of us. He'll get it to Lucas Black. Black working down into the zone. Off the stick of Tarantino. Tarantino will sweep it around and clear it as Mold will come way out to play this one. 25 seconds left on the man advantage to Canton-Akron. Dab taking the shot from the point, and it'll be glove save by Noah Young. With 9:09 remaining here, second period, 23 seconds remaining on the man advantage for CAK. They'll be to the left now of Noah Young. We'll switch power play units. Out to the blue line, Ethan Bell trying to keep it in, but go off his stick awkwardly out to Stagmeyer, who will recover it at center. Sip of his own defensive zone. Trying to get back out to the far side to Bell. Bell trying to back pass it. Got it over to Mason Doris. Back to LaChance. LaChance taking a shot over the head of Noah Young and down in the lower right corner. Puck will be cleared, and so will the penalty for the Vaughn Panthers. Stagmeyer with one last shot as the Panthers go for a change. He'll get the chance on the near side. Sip into the slot. Was looking for him, but didn't connect on the pass. Valera waiting for the puck. Ethan Bell coming in, slowing him down. Weird spin, but now Sip off the boards and trying to clear it out as we'll get a penalty, or excuse me, we'll get a whistle. I believe it's going to be an offside call, but we'll drop this one right at center. 8:20 remaining here, second period, no score. Stab. And Cipriani will take the face-off out the center. No possession here. Finally drift back to Balestrino. Balestrino out the center. Dilly with it. He'll throw this one towards the net. Easy stop by Young. Jets will work from the left side of Noah Young now. Sebastian Dab will take the face-off. The senior out of Highland High School in Medina, Ohio. From the board, from behind the net now. Lagamba working it up the board. He'll backhand this. Craven didn't keep it in the zone. He'll have it taken from him. Odd man rush now for the Panthers. Will take a shot wide left of the cage. Craven coming around. Chavold working it off the board. Craven, Chavold, Dab, Dilly, and Balestrino out for the Jets. To the far side, Dilly trying to keep it in the zone. Lagamba tried to chip it past him. He'll stop it with his body. Craven taking the shot. Blocker side save. On the near side, back out to center, Balestrino. Scanning, he'll send it to the far side. Try to get it to Chavold, overshot him just a little bit. And we'll get the icing call coming up against Canton-Akron. We'll switch sides of the ice, 7:26 remaining second period. Semifinals of the Winter Classic here in Rochester, New York. We are in Rink 3 here at the Tim Hortons Iceplex. Excuse me, we're on Rink 2. We're next door to Rink 3. Face off to the right of Mold this time. It'll be it'll be Cipriani and LaChance. Tarantino and LaChance. We'll try that again. And Akron going to clear this out into the zone as Burke will chase it down. He'll be chased down by Benson. Trying to work it around here. We'll get past LaChance. Birdie past the blue line. We'll tip this one off to Tarantino to the right of Mold. Try to feed it in the slot. Going to go wide right of the cage. Milnes trying to get around the kick plate. Trying to get to Tarantino. Tarantino under distress. Here is LaChance. Carry it now back through center. Benson there's looking for the redirect and stopped by Noah Young. The clock will stop at 6:54 to go here, second frame. Much different game today than on Friday. New lineup changes for the Jets. Face off to the left of Young. Shot from the blue line by Morrow. Milnes from behind the goal line. Tied up by Tyler Benson. Puck loose to the left now of Young. From behind the net. Both teams jockeying for position. Take the shot up into the glass above the head of Noah Young. Panthers on the move now as Morrow will chip this one back down here. It'll be played by Young. He'll push this out with his stick. Set up for behind the net. And back out to the near boards for Vaughn. Moving forward is Birdie. Birdie chipped this high over the head of all of the Jets. It'll be Barbieri. Sending it to Black. Black feeding it to center, getting it out to LaChance. Black now with it again. He'll pick it up. Working to the inside, takes a shot. And redirected by Young to the left. Back out to center. Morrow going to palm this one down. And icing coming up as it will bounce all the way to the goal line. 5:53 remaining here, second period, no score. Winning team today will play at 3:10. I believe that will be against the Frederick Freeze. Freeze out of the state of Maryland. As Stiff will take the face off to the left of Connor Mold. He'll take this one against Cipriani. One, as Craven tried to keep it in, he'll go down. No call. Could have been a trip, but we won't get a call there. Sip chasing it back out to center. Puck redirected. Bell tried to glove it down, went over his head, and Polera sent it to the far board where Craven will take this one off the board. Out the center where the puck just kind of trickling around, bouncing around, no possession. Now finally, Mason Doris will gather it up through center, down the near board to the left of Young. We'll sweep it around the board and be swept back out to center. Or Polera will have it. Craven and Sip taking the pass away. Puck loose now at center. In the circle. Craven stepping in there. And a backhanded shot from Cipriani will go wide right of the cage. Back out to center's Lagamba. We'll have Atala in front of him. Dan Sip giving him all. That's nicely. Doing his best Brad Marchand in an imitation. And nicely going down on his back. He'll slide into the boards. Panthers on the rush now down the near board. Polera trying to work past Craven. Craven going to reach in, take the path away. Polera trying to work from the net. Craven actually going to pick his pocket, take the puck, and will go out to Atala at the blue line. From the circle, takes a shot, and nowhere near the net. Sailed out in the lower left corner. Sif has it. Trying to get help from Ethan Bell. Sif now with some room to work. And Pizzoli going to knock him off the puck. And Craven from the zone again. We'll send this all the way down. Stopped by Chavol with the glove. Back through center to the far side. He'll backhand this down into the Jets offensive zone where Noah Young will come out and play it from behind the net. He'll throw it in the lower right corner. Sif going to go to, that's going to be Wyatt Dilley's going to go down. Tarantino from the circle. Trying to feed to the side. And it's going to be Sebastian Dabb on the interception. Dabb through center. Into the zone. He'll have it knocked off his stick. And the Panthers will come back the other way. Try to get it out to center. That'll be Tarantino. Feeding it over to Milnes. Milnes takes a shot, but the only net he's going to see is up in front of the scoreboard. 3:46 remaining here, second period. No score. Fast-paced game here in the second half of the second frame. Back and forth. They'll drop this one to the left of Connor Mold. Milnes going to take, that'll be Tarantino. It's going to take the face off. He'll take this one against Ollie Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer, the junior out of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Shot from the circle to the left of Mold, taken by Julian Birdie. And back out to center. Panthers going to go D to D, send to the near side. Burke back to the far side. Through center. And Tarantino taking a shot, going to go off the stick of Balestrino. Balestrino going to set it down. As well, some contact behind the net. LaChance. Now through center. Has Burke in front of him, works to the outside. Looking for somebody in the slot. Nobody there just yet. Couldn't get there in time. Tyler Benson there now. And a feed to Ollie Stagmeyer from the circle. Second chance from LaChance. Takes a shot wide left. Back out to the point. Jets taking another shot. It'll go off the body of Tarantino. He'll go down. And a backhand by Barbieri into the lower right corner. Tarantino getting up a little bit slow. Took a good shot from Barbieri. Tarantino, though, now on the sprint through center. To the far side. Barbieri there. He's looking for Lagamba in the slot. Couldn't connect on the pass. Milnes had it. And LaChance will take it the other way down the near board. Odd man rush. LaChance working to the outside to the left of Young again. He'll take the shot and swallowed up by the Panthers netminder. 2:29 left here, second period. No score. Face off to come to the left of number 1, Noah Young. Dan Siff to take the face off for the Jets. Craven and Max Morrow out defensively. Rossi nicely out offensively for the Jets, as well as Mason Doris. Siff keeping it in the zone to the far side. From the right side of Young. Couldn't get a shot off. He'll send this one around the kick plate down into the corner. Battling against the far side. Puck will end up on the stick of the Panthers and redirected by Nicely. Rossi nicely looking for Doris in the slot. Couldn't connect on the pass. It'll be a turnover. In the zone, back out to center. Morrow will chase it down to the near board. Polera going to give him a shot. And Morrow not looking happy about that. Siff off the board. And back out to the far side for the Panthers. Siff there as well. Now it's going to be Polera with some speed through the zone. He'll have Morrow in front of him. Trying to work around there, but tried to wrap around. Lagamba taking the shot, and it's going to go off. I believe it was Siff into the netting. And the clock will stop with 1:38 left here in the second period. We remain scoreless. Cipriani will be in the circle to the right of Mold. He'll take this one against Sebastian Dabb. Dabb, send this one back to Morrow. Morrow trying to bank it off the board. We'll get a pass for Zoli out to center. And Atala and Lagamba will be the closest one to it. Chabot trying to chase him down from behind, though. Rizzoli to the near side. We'll try to get to it. Max Morrow there as well. Chabot chipping it off the boards. He and Atala racing for it down the near board. Back to the far side now for Vaughn. Lagamba trying to chip it back down into the zone. He'll go behind the goal line. Craven will get it from behind the net. Morrow to his left. And back off the glass and out to Atala at center. Atala taking the shot, but more of a pass. And icing all the way down the other end. Jets will be called for that. We have less than a minute to play here, second period. 0-0 is the score. As we head to the semifinals here of the Winter Classic. Jets looking to get to the finals here at 3:10 today. Face off to the right of Mold. Tarantino will take this one against Lucas Black. Black to the near board. Milnes back out to Birdie. Birdie taking a bump. Milnes trying to work to the inside. Takes an odd shot while he was going down, and Connor Mold will love save that one with less than 46 seconds to play here in the second period. Tarantino and Black again to the right of Mold. Puck loose, and Atala working it down into the circle to the right of Mold. Stagmeyer there. Black reaching in. Had it for a moment. Tarantino with the steal. We'll get it to Milnes. Milnes rotating it back up to the blue line. Atala taking a shot from Stagmeyer. Puck will take an odd bounce and back out the center as it'll head right down in front of Noah Young. Young will hold on to this one as we hit the 24-second mark of the second period. And we will switch here as the Jets go for a household change. Face off to the left of Noah Young. Dan Siff to take the face off. Barbieri and Bell, the defenseman, Out at the blue line, down the lower right corner. Rossi nicely on the ice as well. Bell sending this one down behind the goal line. Burke trying to send it around the kick plate. He'll get it out to Milnes. Milnes tapping it just out to Tarantino, who will force us out to Birdie. He'll take the shot, and another glove save with just under 7 seconds to play here. Second period. Face off to the right. Of Mold, Sif, and Milnes again. For the face-off. Birdie, Burke, Atala, and Tarantino out for Vaughn. Bell through center. He'll take the shot from mid-ice just as the period expires. And after two, nothing accomplished here. We are still 0-0. We'll step aside for a break. You are listening to Canton-Akron Jets Hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
Third period action coming up here from the Tim Hortons Iceplex in Rochester, New York. Canton-Akron Jets out shooting Lawn Panthers 25-16. Other than that, nothing much to speak of. Only one penalty to Vaughn. And no goals to recap. Cipriani at center will take this one against Dan Sif. Craven and Balestrino will be the defenseman. Rossi nicely here to the left. And it looks like Vaughn is going to send a player to the locker room. Looks like this is going to be an injury-related issue. And I believe it's going to be Kalen Burke. Kind of hunched over. Not sure if it was 3 or 13. Oh, it's going to be 13. I apologize. Julian Birdie headed back to the locker room. Okay, again, wrong again. Well, a slight delay here. Hard to tell who that was. Again, it was a 3 at the end here. He's kind of hunched over. Hopefully, no worse for the wear. And we are underway here, third period. Cipriani will take the face off against Sif. This one will drift down behind the net of Connor Mold. Mold in the net to our right. Noah Young to our left. No battle in the upper right corner. Sent back out to the blue line. Try to take a shot through traffic. Nothing there. Don Balestrino sending it back up the boards to the blue line. Another shot. Stopped by Mold. Chipped out the center. Burke and Lagamba back there to reset. Mason Doris put some pressure on, force him to get a pass, and we're going to get a whistle as Connor Mold's down to our right. Something on the backside of the play. 13:28 remaining here in the game. Don't see any penalties here. Again, this was action moving right to left for us. As we got a whistle. And Connor Mold will head back to the locker room. Brent Jankowski will come off the bench for Canton-Akron. 13:28 remaining here, third period. We'll have a switch in net. Not sure if that was a non-contact injury. The action was away from the Jets' net. Jankowski playing yesterday against the North Pitt Wildcats. Pitched the shutout on that one. We'll have the face-off just outside the Jets' offensive zone. Braden LaChance to take this one. Black and Stagmeyer out offensively. Craven and Balestrino defensively. So I'm going to sail back to as Tarantino had it. Stagmeyer feed it into the slot. Trying to get the Black. He'll get it to LaChance. LaChance backhanding it and just couldn't time up these passes. Birdie now chipping it back behind the net of Young. Back up the near board. Milnes to the right of Young. And it'll be Stagmeyer delivering a shot. Milnes going down. And it'll be a shot from the circle to the left of Young. He'll stop this. And it's going to be the Panthers on the return for Julian Birdie. Birdie shooting it down there. Craven pulling it from behind the net. Contact there. No penalty here. Stagmeyer is going to put Birdie down. Crowd looking for a penalty. It's not coming. Lagumba and LaChance in the corner. Black headed behind the net where Noah Young is. He'll be chased down by Frisoli into the slot. And it'll be Dilly trying to take the shot. Going to go off the shin guard of a Panther player. And now Barbieri down the far side. Lower left corner to the left of Young. Cipriani trying to send it through. Dilly tried to keep it down, but it'll sail past Black. And head down there is Valera. We'll get to it. He and Black will collide. And then off the near board. Cipriani trying to keep it. And we're going to get a penalty coming up. Some contact here. As shot was taken by Frisoli on Balestrino, I believe. Correction, that was Polera. Polera. Going to the box. Let's see if we'll get the signal here. I believe that's going to be a roughing call, though, coming up against the on Panthers. 12:07 remaining here, third period. Actually, they're going to send two players to the box. And we can't see who that is in the box for Canton-Akron. All right, so matching penalties here. We'll stay 5-on-5. Cipriani will send us down the far board. He'll work around the net of Brent Jankowski in for relief of Connor Moldatola. Sending it down the far board, down behind the net, where Morrow and Craven will wait for it. Trying to get it over the head. Cipriani, though, with the interception. Got the shot from the circle to the right of Jankowski and back out to the blue line. A looping shot down into the right corner here. As Berg didn't have much on that. Craven trying to clear it out to center. He'll get that as Zatala will pick it up on the near board. He'll bank this one off past Av and around the kick plate. Craven getting to it. Got some room to run. Craven through center. Have the pass intercepted by Cipriani. Cipriani dropping it, but only for by Dilly to get to it. He'll send it to the near side. Chased down by Doris. Doris to the right of Young. Looking for Sip. Takes a sharp angle shot. Nobody there. Ethan Bell will keep it in from the circle. Takes a shot over the right shoulder of Young into the near board. Nicely at the top of the circle. Had it. And it'll be Milnes now on the odd man rush. 3-on-1. Milnes working to the far side. He'll take the shot. It'll go wide right at the cage down into the corner. Birdie trying to send this one around. You get it to Cipriani. Cipriani will get it to Milnes. Milnes in the circle will have to be bumped off the puck by Ethan Bell through center. This time, Doris had it, but he'll have it poked off the stick by Lagumba. Back down into the Jets' offensive zone to the right of Noah Young. It'll be Otala trying to get it around there, out the center. And it'll be a... Might have too many men on the ice on that one. 10:26 remaining here, third period. And Rossi Nicely will head to the box. For 2 minutes. Ian Barbieri in the box. Face off to come to the right as the Panthers will go to the power play. 10:26 remaining. Here is turn of events. Here's Jankowski replaced Connor Mold in the net. That's trying to clear this out of the zone. They'll get it just far enough out where the Panthers will have to vacate the zone. They'll drift back in their own defensive zone. Down to the near side. Burke looking for an option. He'll have to work around the net of Young. Burke dropping it for Lagomba. He'll get it out to center. Craven going to clear this one back down off the boot of Burke, back in his defensive zone. He'll return it. And back to the blue line is Birdie. Cipriani trying to get to the inside. To Bell. We'll send him in the other direction. Behind the net of Young. He'll take a shot from the circle after the feed and can't connect on it. Back out to the blue line. To the left of Jankowski. Sending it back across. And cleared by the Jets with a 1:08 remaining on the man advantage for the Panthers. 1:05 remaining on the power play. 9:28 remaining in the game. Rizzoli from the near board. From the circle to the left of Mold. Feeding it across. Taking a shot. Milnes couldn't connect. Gumbo was looking for a rebound shot cleared by the Jets down to Noah Young. He'll step out to drop it for Kalen Burke. Burke. Hand in the ice. He'll have some time. Dan Siff in the zone, just kind of keeping things honest. 30 seconds left on the power play. And Bell stepping in to redirect it, but it'll end up on the stick of Cipriani. Cipriani will be knocked off. There's Craven. We'll try to bank this one off the board. Couldn't get it out of the zone. And Stagmeyer finally will chip it down. And Panthers will have to vacate as Craven will send this one down the length of the ice with 10 seconds left on the power play. 8:33 remaining in the game. The final 5 seconds of this power play ticking off. Penalty kill unit looks like they will get it done as we are back to 5-on-5. Feed out into the circle. A shot stopped by Jankowski. Tied up in the lower right corner. Craven coming in to break up the gathering. And puck loose now. Siff will backhand this one all the way down. This one should be icing with 8:08 remaining in the third period. Benson, LaChance, Black. I believe that's going to be Barbieri on the far side. Out for the Canton-Akron Jets. And we'll get a half-hearted shot on goal. Jankowski will cover it up. And we'll get the whistle with 8:04 left here in the game. We are scoreless here through 2.5 periods. Jets winning this on the faceoff to the right of Mold. It'll be Tyler Benson chipping down behind Lagomba there to chase it around. He won't get to it. Atala backhanded it back to the lower left corner. Tyler Benson there. Trying to feed it into the slot, but Cipriani there too quick. Max Morrow taking the shot. Going to go wide right. He's going to put Cipriani down in the process. LaChance from the circle takes a shot, dangling out in front of the net. And LaChance now from the left side, working it around. Get it back through the slot. Was trying to feed Lucas Black. Couldn't connect on the pass. From the far side, from the point, a shot. And stopped by Young. He'll cover it up. And three of the Panthers trying to antagonize Tyler Benson. And the officials are going to have to step in and break this one up. 7:25 to go here, third period. And it looks like, are they going to send Polera back to the box again? Nope, they're going to send Lorenzo Frazzoli. And actually, Frazzoli is being sent to the showers. So an unsportsmanlike on Frazzoli. That will end his day. And it appears the officials have had enough of that. Polera, Lagomba, Atala, Cipriani, and Julian Birdie on the ice for the Vaughan Panthers. We'll bring this one down into the Jets' offensive zone. LaChance, Siff, Darr, Stagmeyer. And we're going to need one more here. And Ethan Bell will be the fifth man for Canton-Akron. Cipriani to take the face off against LaChance to the left of Noah Young. 2 minutes on the power play for Canton-Akron. 7:25 remaining in the game. Story here so far. Brent Jankowski coming in to relief of Connor Mold, who looked like he may have had a non-contact injury. We are just underway here as the coaches want to continue. And Milnes headed to the box. And the officials drawing back and forth with the Panthers coaches. And all right, we're underway. Here's Bell stepping in, trying to take a half-hearted shot. And it'll be Stagmeyer and Birdie racing for it. Stagmeyer getting there almost simultaneously with Birdie, sent it behind the net of Jankowski. Siff behind the net to the far side. He'll get it to LaChance. LaChance will have to spin back around, redirect, and look for an easier path. LaChance off the far board, backed up by Doris. Doris knocking Cipriani out of the way. Stagmeyer into the zone. He'll go to the right of Young. Trying to feed into the slot, couldn't connect on it. Shot hanging out, backhand stopped by Noah Young. And a good look for Lucas Black, but even better stop by Noah Young. 1:25 remaining on the man advantage, 6:50 left in the game. We are scoreless. Chance, Black, Stagmeyer, Barbieri, and Dan Siff out for the Jets. Tarantino to take the face off against LaChance. Tarantino going to be kicked out of the circle. He'll be replaced by Polera. Face off one by the Jets. Barbieri sending it D to D. Stagmeyer from the blue line. Try to get there, and he's going to take a bump, and it will head all the way down ice where Jankowski will come out and play it. He'll send it around a kick play to the near side to his partner, who will send it back to the far side for Canton-Akron. LaChance with some speed coming through center. He'll work past Tarantino to the inside. Backed up, lost it. Siff was there. Black feed it in the slot. Backhand attempt. And it's going to go in on the redirect. Power play goal. 53 seconds left on the man advantage. 6:18 left in the game. And it'll be Dan Siff, the sophomore, out of Cuyahoga Valley Christian with the goal. The Boston Heights native breaks the stalemate here. It's 1-0 in favor of the Jets. We'll bring this one back out to center. Noah Young getting peppered for a period of time there. We'll have the face-off here. Barbieri sending it out to Benson. Benson sending it back into the Jets' offensive zone. Burke going to be there for the Panthers. To the far side, Birdie trying to get it out of the zone. He'll get it past the Jets. Here's Cipriani there for the Panthers. Down through the zone now. Shot. Stopped by Jankowski. Rebound shot. Again stopped by Jankowski. Two beautiful saves by the senior out of Hoover High School. And the draw to come to the left of Brent Jankowski. Cipriani to take the face-off for the Panthers. Send it around the far board, out to Rossi nicely. He couldn't get to it fast enough. It'll be sent back from the point by Burke. Puck behind the net of Jankowski working left to right. And it's sent up into the netting with 5:44 remaining in the game. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Close game here as Cipriani will take the face-off again for the Jets. Back out to the point. They'll try to drop it down to the right of Jankowski. Around the kick plate, and Mason Dara stepping in, redirecting it from behind the net into the upper right corner. Jets trying to chase it down, trying to clear it out of the zone. Finally, they do. Rossi nicely there as he will chase down Burke into his own defensive zone. Kalen Burke setting up from behind the net of Young. He'll get this out to Lagumba. Lagumba working to the near side. Mason Doris trying to poke it off his stick, but it'll be pushed down into the Panthers' offensive zone to the right of Jankowski. Barbieri there, trying to get it back out. And it will trickle into the zone. This won't be icing. Burke will pick it up from the left side of Young. He'll have nicely in front of him. Doris, that's as the second layer. Morrow going to have to chase this one down as it goes off the stick of Milnes into the defensive zone. Backhand out to the board. And it's going to be Polaris. Had it for a moment there. An errant pass coming from the boards. And LaChance will chip this one softly down the ice. Atala will have to play it to the right of Young. 4:41 remaining in the game here. Close one as Morrow Had it redirected to him back in the defensive zone. He'll chip this high and above. As Atala from the defensive zone to the near side. Past Tarantino. Will set it up for Polera. Polera back to the inside. Will be harassed by LaChance. They'll have to give it away to the far side. Circle to the right, and Jankowski stopped. And Jankowski had to recover and get back in front of the net. From the blue line. Tarantino taking a shot wide right. Barbieri down in the lower right corner, trying to desperately get this out, and he finally does. And it's going to be Tyler Benson working to the inside, takes a backhand shot, and only from about a foot away. Benson, now LaChance taking a shot. It'll go over the head of Noah Young. Polera now through center. From left to right, to the right of Jankowski, trying to get a shot off. Too much defense there for Polera. He'll go down. And back out to the blue line. Lagamba taking a shot. It'll spin around, but it'll go to Lucas Flack. Flack chipping it out to center. Back to Lagamba. And to the near side here, Cipriani taking the shot. Will go off the boot of a Jet player down behind the net. And we're going to get a whistle here. And I believe we're going to have a checking from behind. Tarantino looks like he's headed for the exit. And the officials had enough of that as well. So Frazzoli and Tarantino will call it a day here with 3:26 left here in the game. Jets with a 1-0 lead. And the Canton-Akron Jets will go to the power play. Much better game than played on Friday. The officials will sort this one out. We'll see who's going to serve this one for Tarantino. The officials have got a delay here as the officials look like they're ready to go. Jets still at the bench talking with head coach Sean Houston. Right now it looks like Doris, Sif, Bell, Craven. And we'll see who the fifth one's going to be. I believe that's going to be Rossi Nicely. 3:26 remaining here, third period. Some displeasure coming from the sparse Vaughn Panthers crowd. Sif to take the face-off against Cipriani. All right, puck loose here out at center. And Ethan Bell going to be closest one to have to chase it all the way down the length of the ice. Craven to the far side waiting for it. They'll go from behind the net. Bell scanning the ice, coming out to the left side of Jankowski. Working through center. We'll get this one out to the far side. Doris sending it around the plate. He'll try to get it to Craven. Atala there as well. They'll tie this one up here in the lower left corner nicely. Back out to Craven. Craven looking to get this out to Sif. Sif taking the shot through traffic. Excuse me, that's going to be a 5-minute major. I didn't even notice that till just now. But we're on the power play as Cipriani now through center. Looking to have for a shot here. Sif going to poke it off his stick. And nicely tried to poke it out the center. He'll be able to do so. And a half-hearted shot come from the red line. Jankowski will sweep it to the right. And they'll send it behind the net as Dan Sif will now backhand this to Ethan Bell. Bell got to chase it down in the upper right corner. Milnes on the top of the circle, working to the inside. Takes a shot redirected by Jankowski. Nicely banking this one off the boards and back out to Kalen Burke. And we're going to get an offside, I believe, against the Canton-Akron Jets. 2:12 remaining here in the game. 3:46 remaining on the man advantage. And so the Jets will finish this game 5-on-4 as it stands right now. Face-off to come out just outside the Jets' offensive zone. Stagmeyer, Dabb, LaChance, Craven, and Barbieri, the 5 on the ice for Canton-Akron. Milnes to take the face-off for the Panthers. They'll send it to the Panthers zone. This one, Lagamba has it. Stripped away by Dabb, and Lagamba desperately trying to get it. It's going to be LaChance. LaChance working to the right of the net. Tried to take a backhanded shot, didn't get all of it. And Sebastian Dabb will chase this one down, and he'll have it taken from him by Polera. Polera through center to the left of Jankowski. Will have to reset back at the blue line. He'll send it down behind the net where they'll run into 3 white jerseys. Milnes working from the left side of Jankowski, thrown off the stick to the near board. 1:35 remaining in the game. We'll keep an eye on the net for the Panthers. The Jets now trying to get through the zone. Dabb will have it taken up by Polera. Polera working through center, top of the circle. And again, he'll have to reset.
There we go.
LaChance now one-on-one with Burrick. 2-on-1 if they move quickly. Backhanded pass to Dabb. Dabb took the shot, didn't have much on it. Milnes clearing it out to center, but it's going to be taken by Lucas Black. Black to the left of Young, working to the inside. Dabb takes a shot, but it was more like a putt. Couldn't get all of it. 58 seconds remaining here in the game. Jets with a 1-0 lead. They'll take a shot right into the belly of Young from the point. And head coach Sean Houston trying to figure out his personnel here. And is that Polera? Okay, no, look, he's not going to the box. Julian Birdie serving the penalty on the major. And Jets are going to take a time. Panthers are going to take a timeout. 53 seconds left here in the game. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey on the iMedia One Sports Network.
.53.5 seconds left here, third period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. They'll continue on the power play here. They will finish this game out. We'll see if and when they will send Noah Young to the bench for the extra attacker. Milnes to take the face-off against Braden LaChance. This one won by the Panthers. Trying to get out to center. Black keeping it in the zone. Black, though, going to be harassed from behind by Cipriani. Cipriani down the far side. Working to the inside. He'll go down. And no call on the play. Atala dropping it back for Polera. Polera in his defensive zone. Trying to chip it back out to the board. Trying to get it to Atala. And we're going to get a whistle.
That looks like tripping to me.
All right. So I don't know what the whistle was for. Oh, okay. The net came off this morning. They just found out. I think Jankowski was trying to tell them. But we'll get the whistle as they will drop this just outside the Jets' defensive zone. Milnes and LaChance. LaChance sending it back to the red line. And chipped up into the bench of the Canton-Akron Jets. He connected on one of the players. You heard an instant ow. 29.7 seconds left here, third period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Chance trying to send it out. Lagamba dropping it back to the defensive zone. Atala swinging around to get it off the far boards. Polera again drifting back to his own defensive zone. 19 seconds left in the game. Jets 1-0. Young on the bench now. Fifth attacker coming out as they try to wrap around here. Knocked away. And from the point. They'll try to take another shot defensively, though, and we're going to get a whistle. And the net came off again with 7.5 seconds remaining in the game. One nothing is your score. Again, empty net for the Vaughn Panthers. Noah Young has headed to the bench. Milnes will take the face-off against Jets captain Braden LaChance to the right of Brett Jankowski, who came in for relief for Connor Mold. Morrow tying it up against the boards, and that will wrap it up here. The Jets will tie this one up for a 1-0 win over the Vaughn Panthers. They will have to stick around here in Rochester, New York, as they have a 3:10 appointment with the Frederick Freeze. Not much to talk about in the way of numbers, as it would be only one goal coming from Dan Siff. That on a power play, as goals came at a premium. Shots on goal for Vaughn would be 27 and 38 for the Canton-Akron Jets. Connor Mold started the game. He went out to injury. Brent Jankowski came in. They get the win. And the Jets move on to the finals here of the Winter Classic in Rochester, New York. 3:10 is the scheduled time. We will hopefully send out a notification on the iMedia One Network app to keep everybody updated as the Jets look to wrap this one up with the win against the Frederick Free. So for Caleb Moore, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us here one more time, and we will do it again at 3:10. Your score one last time here in the semifinals of the Winter Classic. Canton-Akron Jets, they get the 1-0 win over the Vaughn Panthers. We'll see you back here at 3:10.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
The stations that are always ahead of the game.
Western Reserve Radio.
Western Reserve Radio 2 and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
One Direction, you can tell me, where'd you guys open Arizona and Houston? Because the